Legend Beatz.
Cruising the streets, ayy, dripping in heat, ayy. I got respect like namaste, ayy. I'm partying like every day, cruising the streets, ayy, dripping in heat, ayy. I got respect like namaste, I'm partying like every day, been in the dark so long, even forgot what the light even looked like, had I been right or been wrong, my predicament has always been too tight. I put up a body.
Yo, what's good out there, everybody, man? Welcome back once again to the Cook Up Podcast with your boy Marcus Swole Legend. Once again, man, I would like to welcome back Sheena Ray, the model, and also my special guest, Sel Beatz, a producer out of New York City. Man, what's going on out there with you?
What's going on, y'all? Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Swole, Sheena, what's going on, Queen? Yeah, Sheena is a boss lady, yo. She boss for real, yo. She on her grind, on her grizzly, every day. On them IG
man.
stories, on that clubhouse, man. Like, yo, she's about it, man. She about it, you know. Usually people that like influencers, you don't know, but then she about her shit, man. Like, she says what she means, she means what she says. She about her business and she follows through, and I appreciate that, yo, Queen, for real, for real. So much love to the Queen, Sheena Ray, the model, as well.
That's
Thanks
what's
for having
up.
me. Much love.
Yeah, man. So, like you were saying a few seconds ago, man, you know, we had some nice weather today. You said it was what, 65?
Yeah.
65 degrees in New York. Yeah, man, it was like 60. Yeah, it was like 67 here in Philly, man. Yeah, so it was a nice day, man. You know, big break from that winter storm we had, man. I think we had 3 of them back to back.
Yeah, definitely.
Man. It was a trip. Yeah, man. So, Sheena, how did you hold up through the storm and everything? Because y'all power and everything went out. Water,
man,
y'all had nothing.
The power ran out, and we also had contaminations in our water, so we couldn't even use water for almost close to a month. And
Jesus
so imagine
Christ.
having to go through that, and you're trying to like shower, you know, you're trying to make sure your kids are fed, you know, make sure everybody's taking a bath, all that. So, you know, it was definitely hard. But right now it's 70 degrees out here. Feel good. God is good. Thank you for coming on the show, Sally. Man, it's much love to you, King. So yeah, let's go and get into it.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, so Sel, man, how did you break into the industry, man, as a producer?
Well, funny thing is, I started out as a rapper and a poet first before I touched any keyboard, any buttons, any DAW, any plugins, anything that shaped the cell beat sound. Before the merch, I had a pen and a pad, just like any other rapper coming up. You know, trying to like, you know, showcase their skills and just write their thoughts and live what they see every day. And how I started out when I was young, man. I started out in you know, in grade school, like 4th, 5th grade, 6th grade. I just jotted down some lines because I was just a big fan of hip hop, right? And I always wanted to do something with it. I didn't know how to, like, you know, translate that on wax. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know where to record or where to start. You know, you got a kid, you gotta pen in the dream, man, or dial in the dream. And then going to high school, I started writing, you know, more poetry, raps, and all that type of shit, but still didn't record nothing. Got to college. I started recording over instrumentals that's already out there, but like after a while, I got tired of rhyming on instrumentals. That's not my beat.
Right.
I like ownership. I like create something from scratch. I like to say, like, if I'm going to put something on for the world to hear, I gotta make it. They gotta get all of me, and that includes me getting my own original beats. But fuck, I didn't know where to get that either. So what I did, homework. I got that FO Studio. I got on that Reason, you know, over years, learn how to make a beat, record over that. Then a couple years later, that GarageBand on that MacBook. And then what I use now, I migrated to Logic Pro X. And then every year I got better and better and better. And I fell in love with the production aspect of that. And I combined the best of both worlds, shall I say, with rapping and producing. And I feel like that's a cheat code for any artist. If you can produce and make your own beats and craft your own sound and be diverse and fit and rap and craft songs, you got the cheat code right there to the game. You don't got it, and that saves you a lot of money. It saves you producer fee, publishing, ownership. You know what I'm saying? You keep your end of the portion of the song, of the music, because you composed it, you made the beat, you know how you want it to sound. So that's how overall as a producer, how you do it. Kind of like how Quincy Jones did it with the Jackson 5, and how Dr. Dre did it with Eminem Snoop Dogg, all those artists, and then they successful. But musical composition and producing as a whole, the best of both worlds. I kind of embodied that, and I didn't know I was going to take it that far, and then get with the merch with it too, because that's cross branding right there. So that's how I got in, man. I just started out writing, and then eventually became Sell Beats.
That's what's up, man. And like you said earlier, man, in the conversation, man, I always say, I always tell artists, man, get original beats. Stop using these, and it's nothing wrong with using industry beats, because it's a way to get your name out there and get yourself going. But once you get yourself,
Right.
To a certain plateau, it's good to have original sound. I tell them that all the time, and I come across a lot of people, a lot of artists in particular, that don't like to invest in what they got going on. They think it's a free craft. You see what I'm saying? It's not free. Nothing is free. You can't go to the barbershop and get a free haircut. That's their craft. You paying them the craft on your head. So why you won't pay your producer the craft on your music?
Preach.
You see what I'm saying?
Preach.
It's a stigma. It's some kind of stigma with them. They especially now the industry, they real good about paying artists, but like it's a lot of the independent ones. They want to get into the game, and they cut corners. You know what I'm saying? To kind of to get in, but once they figure out what's going on, it's expensive. They don't want to spend the money to keep that shit going. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I ran into I'm running into it right now, with artists, and I just came up with a package deal to help work with people like that, instead of cutting their water off, like we like to say back home, instead of cutting their water off, you know what I mean? Like, I'll front you a beat this time, and pay for another one later, you know what I'm saying? Or either you record to the track and I master it. You see what I'm saying? I do mastering too. You see what I'm saying? So like it's just different ways to get them to be productive with it. It's just you have to adjust to the way some of these cats are living out here, man. It's a wild ball game that they got going on out here. Yeah, man. So tell me, what are some of the credentials that you have? Who have you worked with as far as being an artist / producer? Give me a rundown on your history of where you've been and what you've done.
Well, recently I released a compilation album with multiple artists called Cinematic Eardrum Volume 1. So that's the first project of my kind that I've released that I had like multiple artists on it. And what I wanted to do with that was I wanted to showcase my talents as a producer and bring a different world to one composition, and streamline that as a whole movie, right? Like meaning with singers, with poets, spoken word artists, rappers, and any kind of creative that, say, even comedians. I had a comedian do a project, and then what it did for me was it made me kind of like tap into like really tap into my production skills in terms of like producing for a person, because sometimes an artist, you may like the beat, but when you make the beat, you're not going to use it. It's for the artist. You can fall in love with it, but you can't fall in love with it because it's not yours. It's no longer yours. It's for the artist to give that space for the artist to create. So and they're independent artists as well, so they're on the come up as well. You know what I mean? They're trying to get their name out there, so they putting their name and stamp on something. It got to be dope, and they got to be for their life. And I got to detach from that a little bit, right? So in the beginning, that was kind of hard. So I know when I first started, it was hard for me to get any kind of placements, any kind of like people to work with, because I start off, I don't got a name yet. You know what I mean? They hear beats like, oh yeah, that shit is cool. It's good. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? You do beats, but not taking you seriously to want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? So how I do that is like I just started rhyming on my own beats in the beginning. It was hard. It was really hard. I couldn't sell a lick of nothing. Only when I started rapping on the good beats, because I can spit too. I can craft songs. Yo, who did that beat? I'm like, me, nigga. I did it. Oh, you hiding on the beats. I said, no, I always got beats like that. Check the catalog. You sleeping on me. Work with me. You know what I'm saying? I got you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm always have that.
Right.
I can a beat out of a tin can and rice and Carolina rice. You know,
Mhm.
I can make
Can I ask you a question, love?
rice. I
Oh,
drums, African drums on some fucking on some containers. You know what I'm saying? I can get super creative and do that because I'm confident. I'm not saying I'm Kanye. I'm not Kanye. Please don't quote me. I'm not Kanye. With all the shit that he done, I'm not him at all. Love the old Kanye. New Kanye, we gonna talk about that. But I'm still Beatz. My creativity is within my line of thinking and what their line of thinking is. I always want to get what their input is. You know, I give them a little sauce, I give them a little adobo. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see if I gotta put some of that Larry, some of that auntie's secret recipe inside that pot. I can't put that secret recipe yet. See how they gonna taste it. You know when you get that soup when you're young, and that shit will make you
Yeah.
feel better. You know, take that little sip.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little. Okay, add a little some of auntie's recipe in that pot. Stir it up a little bit. Take another one. Oh, more. We can with this. Oh, I got you. I'm gonna put some parsley on it to sprinkle it up a little nice. Put the parsley in it. Boom. Now they real fucked up. They in a good way. Oh shit, I want more of this. Where you get that from? I got you.
Mhm.
I put more of that, and then we work. You know, so that I had to build that. I had to earn that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just go in there and say because like my catalog wasn't that big, but then over time, I seen people start to like want to work with me. I've been consistent. The merch really helped with that because my merch game is impeccable in terms of like awareness, brand awareness, because it's an extension to help support my brand, Sell Beats Productions, and
Mhm.
that's the productions. You know, the merch. Everybody like merch. Everybody like apparel. Everybody like to wear a little drip, a little tank top. Sheena got
Mhm.
hers. Shout out to Sheena. She got a little tank, the red and blue baby. You know,
Mhm.
and when people have the apparel, they feel like they're a part of a movement. And I want people to feel like they're a part of a movement when I'm creating my brand. It's not just about me, music. It's everybody else that helped me get to this point, and I'm still
Right.
ascending by
Right.
myself. Like Sheena, that support. You know what I'm saying? My brand is like when people get in tune with the brand, then they want to see what you do. Like, oh, this shit is dope. Blah blah blah. You gotta get people what people like. It's not what you like; it's what people like. So
and
Mhm.
that's the
everybody
same way I
loves
apply in my production.
everybody loves beats. So you know you gotta hit one wonder with this. You feel me? Like
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and being making instrumentals is universal though. You can apply it to almost anything. You don't have to just focus on trying to make music for artists. You can do commercials, you can do ads, you
right.
can do all kinds of stuff, man. Jingles, you can do
he could do a beat for me
you
with
you
far
can
as like
do
promotional modeling. You feel me? Like put a beat together and I
yeah,
make
yeah.
feel me
Yeah,
like
you can do video games. It goes on and on and on and on. And I got a beat for just about anything, man. Like I've been doing I got all kinds of songs, man. It's crazy, that I've been able to be that blessed to do stuff like that, man. It's just been it's been a long ride, man. It's been fun though. But let's go to Sheena. She has some questions for you.
I'm over here rocking like I'm ready.
Shoot me, she ready.
So
Ready to shoot.
to piggyback on Clubhouse, right? So
Yes.
you've been on Clubhouse. Now, first of
Mm-hmm.
all, who inspired you to get on Clubhouse?
All right. So my cousin, who always had, mind you, I've been an Android user for 13 years. Right. I'm 30 years old now.
Mm,
Right. So I had my first cell phone at 17. So that's '07.
mm,
I had a MacBook. I had a iPod Touch, iPod Classic, an iPod Nano. Never had
mm,
an iPhone. I didn't find a reason to. Everybody clown me. Oh, the green text. You don't got the blue text. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting clowned for years for that. So
mm,
my cousin introduced me to this. No, the first thing I heard about is like when Meek Mill and Academics had that little argument, and everybody was going up, "Oh, it's Clubhouse. It's going to change the game." Blah blah blah. Like, what the fuck is Clubhouse? This is Treehouse. What the hell is this? So
mm,
it says only for Apple users. I'm like, for Apple users, man, fuck all that shit. Then I see how much headlines that shit was making. My cousin,
yeah.
who was on Clubhouse, he got Clubhouse just to hear different comments, the engagement, how much people in the room, shit to talk about. You can start your own shit, moderating and all that, promoting your band.
Mm,
One thing that caught my attention was you can promote your brand, your Instagram, and you can talk about different things. You can have producers, rappers, artists. You can grow your network. You can meet other people that help you, and you can help them. And the engagement, in which is more realistic because it's kind of like an audio Instagram, right? It's like an audio
right.
Instagram. That's
Yeah.
essentially what it is. audio comment section in the Instagram. There's trolls, there's models, there's baddies. You know what I'm saying? There's people that cap, that don't cap. There's people about their business. There's everything all in one. It's like a whole universal fun house on an app where you can talk shit. They see your picture. Right, exactly. And then I'm hearing all stuff like PTR and all that type of shit. Like, what the hell? I'm learning all these acronyms. That like, it's like, yo, what the fuck? But then I got intrigued, and I've always felt like going to an iPhone with my business and brand. What better way to launch that off by going on Clubhouse? And Clubhouse, ever since I've been on Clubhouse, February 11th or 12th, so it's about a month. I think today makes a month I've been on Clubhouse, and I've gotten over like 7 followers since then in 4 weeks.
Let me ask you this. Now you do beats, right? You're in the music business, right? So have you linked up with the major execs on there? Like, have you really linked with them or got in contact with them? Have you like branched out with them?
Yeah. Well, some of them like in those rooms that got the green beans. I DM'd them, and some of them didn't get back to me because they're busy or whatever. But I have DM'd a few. I have emailed one.
You also gotta be aware on Clubhouse that it's a lot of capping going on. Because they got the green bean and they use the music business to try to get over on people. But, we're a little bit more smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? I've been around the, a block a couple times. So my question is if you could choose between Facebook, Instagram, or Clubhouse, where would you be at?
I think right now, before it would have been Instagram, because I've been doing that. Because the reason why I would say Instagram is because you can actually go in their profile and see the engagement in the comments, see if their shit is real or not. You go on their story, and you see the trail. You see who's reposting it, who's looking at it, and to see if they're official. Because everybody could be capping on the gram. Everybody caps on the gram, But to see the engagement, what I've been hearing on Clubhouse is the engagement, which is the one thing I took from Clubhouse that I still do now, is the engagement. Look engagement. Don't just look at their follow account. Don't look how many whatever. Look at the comments, the engagement. Who's reposting? Who's posting? What they're saying. Are they hitting you back? Are they about what they say? So those things I'm still fishing out. But from what I've had so far with Clubhouse, I've done the reaching out. I've reached out, like, and the times that I've spoken, I had a few artists reach out to me as well. Because the time when to speak, everybody's it's like a Hunger Games. Everybody want to talk. So the time I do get to speak, I make it known like, hey, I'm a producer, I'm a rapper, I got merch. If you are down to do a project, an EP, contact me. I got every single sound. So I make sure I put that in there to intrigue more people to come and fuck with me. And it's more services that you have. So yeah, Clubhouse is a good tool to help catapult your Instagram engagement. So I wouldn't have gotten those 700 followers if it wasn't for Clubhouse. I will say that because I was stuck at 4K or 3,900.
Let me say this. So with Instagram and Clubhouse, you can build an actual family that's going to support you. Anytime that you post, all you gotta do is send it to them. Boom, 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 boom. They comment. And then if they ain't on Instagram at that time, you go on Clubhouse to your room that you create, and you tell them, hey, go show some love to my recent story. On Instagram, you only following people. You only like doing a little engagement here. But with Clubhouse, you're actually getting the audio talk with them. You're getting their numbers. You know what I'm saying? You're getting in tune with who they are as an individual. Yes. You feel what I'm saying? So with me with Clubhouse, I would have to say Clubhouse is hands down. Between Clubhouse and Instagram, hands down is social media. All the way around. Yeah. Now I have another question. As a child, who was your major influence with music? Like, who did you look up to?
That's a great question. And I'm just going to throw a lot of names in the pile of jambalaya, musical jambalaya. Okay. I'm going to throw in Dr. Dre. I'm big on West Coast. I'm a big West Coast music fan. And a lot of my sound is West Coast inspired. So DJ Quick, you got Dre. For the East Coast, in the 90s, you got Easy. He did some work for Tupac and Biggie. You got Timbaland, who's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
Yup, you got No ID, very underrated, one of the most underrated producers of all time, No ID, who mentored Kanye. You know.
So check this. So since you've been a beat maker, a producer, and all of that good stuff with the music industry, has there been any major people came to you and wanted some actual beats for their music, like maybe say Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg or Lil Bow Wow? You know what I'm saying? Like major people. You feel me? Like, have you had any major people come to you and be like, Stelly, I need some beats? You feel me?
I'm still waiting for that email. I'm still waiting for that DM. But I've had people DM me that had connections, but not the direct source. You know.
Yeah,
that's usually. I'm not gonna cap, but usually
you feel me?
That's usually how it starts. You know, you start with like connections with people. It's so competitive being a producer. It's like almost it's more competitive than being a rapper to me, because being a producer is like, once you get a certain once you develop a certain sound, you have a certain clientele. Then you might be only one producer, but you got 100 rappers trying to gun for that same sound. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, it's basically employment. It's a job. You see what I'm saying? So it's tough. You really have to fight hard to get your place with you know, being a music producer. You know, you can probably have a breakout song. You know, you can probably, like, you know, like you said, you can connect with some people to cut the line, or, you know, some stuff like that. But you can definitely do that.
It's like, I've been an A&R, right? I've been an A&R for you know, for a lot of major companies.
Yeah.
And it seemed like to me that the music producers be wanting me because I come up with all these artists that are so talented.
Yeah, it's employment. Yeah, it's a job.
An A&R, Sally?
Yeah. Say it again, Sheena.
Are you looking for an artist repertoire?
Yeah. Like, I've never met an A&R directly, but it definitely helped. It would help. It would help.
I've been in the industry. I've been in that field.
Right. Oh, so you know the connections then. You know the right people to talk to and to engage with to help me get to that level, to get those places.
Indeed, King. Indeed. You never know what you know. It's like this. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So you don't know who you in the presence of. You never know. See, because people look at me as being just a model, photographer, blah blah skill. Music was my first passion. Okay, so I went from being singing to being an A&R for a company. I was doing like all kinds of daggone distribution deals. I was helping other artists with Epic Records radio department. Like, I've been there, did that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that to me, I would rather work by myself with an actual company like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is kind of like building their brand, but at the same time, they own their shit. Like, real shit.
Yeah. It's a lot easier. Like, even like in my situation, it's a lot easier to work with people who are trying to build something versus working with people who already got their own.
I want to canvas.
Because
I want to,
you know,
I want to be able to paint you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but with that being said, we're gonna break to a brief commercial video. One of Cell Beatz' productions, man. We're gonna get back to it within the next couple minutes. This is Hit 'Em Where It Hurts official music video, Cell Beatz and Petty.
All right, then.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Not the cookies, but the lippies. We gon' hit 'em where it hurts. Yeah. Don't be shy, please tell me how you feel. Giving me the look, now you're giving me the chills. Playing with the temps, hot, warm, cold. Tank shirt unfolds, eyes open wide, and I unload. Hashtag this, Cell Beatz on the checklist. Like, share, tag, now you're it. On some clown shit, hating how I dress. Leaving comments doing backflips. Your Power Ranger tactics be killing me with laughter. You need a pastor, holy water on your noggin. Wobble, baby, wobble, that cranium starts throbbing. Brown, silver, gold, I'm platinum with no bother. Lions on the red. roll with ample with horsepower. Aim for the head from far, blow their face up, looking out. Chirps and tweets, government shutdown. Guillotine, make the cuts clean. Need my haters with some chopped cheese. Call the knots with Patron shots, please. Broadcast tonight, the phenomenon. Nailing that TP dance, and then it's hammer time. Living for the night. The haters, we lose sight. Mix bright, dark, and light. The licks, I feel nice. We gon' put them on blast. Who's last? Who's first? Haters get mad, I'ma hit them where it hurts. Keys open doors, stay woke, stay alert. Why these haters getting mad? I'ma hit them where it hurts. BK. Who's last? Who's first? Haters getting mad, I'ma hit them where it hurts. Keys open doors, stay woke, stay alert. Why these haters getting mad? I'ma hit them where it hurts.
Big queens, who's last, who's first? I'm a big team, I'ma hit them where it hurts. And I know you heard of petty, cause my name ring bells. I can't even call it ill, cause I spit too well. And I'm positive it's clear and evident that I'm the nicest. Probably number one, there's not a nigga that could top this, baby. Caramel, 5'6", real thick, brown skin, nice lips. I'ma hurt them when it hits. Born in Queens, mama moved me out to BK. Move me back so my bars can start a heat wave. Ben told you I'm the shit, always with it. Anybody who ain't fucking with me, promise you gon' feel it
I'ma
up.
feel it like a skillet, hot sizzle on the metal.
I'ma hit them where it hurts, take it to another level.
Push the pedal to the metal, overdrive, never settle.
What you mad for, shorty? What you mad for?
You be mad, stay mad. I be glad, super petty, celebrating like a champ. Champagne with confetti.
I got mind and matter, I got facts and hits. I got heart and soul and everything I spit. We gon' put them on blast. Who's last, who's first? Haters getting mad, I'ma hit them where it hurts. Keys open doors, stay woke, stay alert. Why these haters getting mad? I'ma hit them where it hurts. Big queens, who's last, who's first? Haters getting mad, I'ma hit them where it hurts. Keys open doors, stay woke, stay alert. Why these haters getting mad? I'ma hit them where it hurts.
Put them on blast. Who's last, who's first? Haters getting mad, I'ma hit them where it hurts. Keys open doors, stay woke, stay alert. Why these haters getting mad? I'ma hit them where it hurts.
Queen's heart, Queen's mind, Queen's hustle. I get it by any means. You hear what the queen tell you, shorty? Pack it up, sis. Back it up, sis. Swear I thought I told you ain't a nigga that could top this.
Top down, let the bass pump, turn the speakers up. Take a whiff, sniff that, take a shot out of each one. Lose, never that. 6 rings in the clutch. While y'all haters getting mad, we gon' hit them where it hurts.
Put them on blast. Who's last, who's first? Haters getting mad, I'ma hit them where it hurts. Keys open doors, stay woke, stay alert. Why these haters getting mad? I'ma hit them where it hurts. Big queens, who's last, who's first? Haters getting mad, I'ma hit them where it hurts. Keys open doors, stay woke, stay alert. Why these haters getting mad? I'ma hit them where it hurts.
Yep.
That shit lit, bro.
Shout out to Petty.
I
Yeah.
that thing, baby.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. Bless.
Yeah, who was the
That's
female
some nice-
artist? Who was the
that's-
female artist in the video with you?
That's my little homie right there, man. That's Petty, man. She's dope, fire, rising, upcoming star from Queens. She's on her Grizzly. She's only 21, and
That's what's up.
she's ascended. And you know, we got some more shit coming too. And you know, she's just as fire. She's dope. She's gutter. She got bars. She's no nonsense. She comes with it. And I wanted that for that track. And then that's one of my favorite beats I've ever done too. By the way, it's
Yeah.
so fucking New York. And that's how
I was listening to it. Yeah, man. That's that
definitely
New
got a,
that's the New York
West
that
Coast
New York flow.
swing to it.
it has a
feeling.
West Coast swing to it. Yeah, with an East Coast bounce. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? With a little East Coast.
like the bars, and then you came with the West
Yeah.
Coast feel. Like,
Yeah. That's that West Coast influence. I couldn't help it. Try to make it East Coast, but it turned out to be West Coast. So,
Yeah, man. Yeah, you did good, man. That was good work, bro. I really respect
Hey,
that, man. You know,
do you hear me? Quality was A1 sauce, like major.
appreciate it, man.
yeah, man.
And I know y'all.
You know, huh?
I would tell you too, like that was Wagyu, dog. I don't know. I ain't no cat.
Hey, you know, if it was whack, I'd tell you it's whack. I'm just.
I know you would tell me shit. I know you would tell me shit. And I know you too. So you be
But
like, yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
no, yeah. You know,
uh,
I'm a fellow producer now. I ain't gonna hold no punches on that now.
He
When it
gonna
come down to
tell
stuff
you.
like that, I ain't gonna hold no
Okay.
punch.
I know. Let me know. And that's how I would want it too. I would want the real. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no PG answer like, yo, that was good. No, if it's whack, tell me. So that's how
Yeah.
I get better.
Right. And you know that's how I evolved. You know, I evolved over the years. You know, just through trial and error, you know, what works and what doesn't work, you know what I'm saying? Like that is how I came up, you know. This just out the gutter, man. I came out the basement with doing this shit, you know. I pretty much just built myself into who I wanted to be, man, you know, despite the non-believers, but despite the haters, you know what I'm saying? I did what I had to do, you know. It was a struggle for me to even get to where I'm at with my platform and all that. You know what I mean? I had to, I had to do stuff I didn't want to do, basically, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? And got it done.
I have a question, Sally.
I know what you mean.
Okay, so you from New York, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so with the lifestyle that New York has, is that one of the major reasons why you got into the music business, to kind of get out the, like, that type of street life, you know, that type of, you feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people end up in prison or they end up dead. You feel me saying? So, like, what really strives you to get into the music?
Well, the music is like, I'm not a street person per se, because like I know street people around me that's been in that life, but me personally.
Battles?
Say again?
Did you do any street type battles?
Like battles in the street? Nah, it was more so like you know, the lunch table you use freestyles and shit like that.
Yeah, with the
and you know, everybody at the lunch table.
I used to
but we did lunch table. In high school, we do those lunch table freestyles if you got bars, whatever. But I know people that's like freestyles that like rip people's heads off, and I've seen people make grown men cry. That's what like that. I see them make grown men cry.
Yeah. You know, up north, y'all more into like more like into the battle, like the rap battles and stuff. You know, like down south, like down south, we spit more on like pain and stuff we've been through in our lives, and you know, we tell stories with our music, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like we spit that good. We spit that gutter music back home, you know what I mean? But like up north, it's like rap battles and
we be on one. We be on rap battles.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You know, but for me, it's terms of like the battling. I tried all those kind of styles in it because I've seen it and I've learned from it and I've adapted to it too. Because once you have all different ingredients to make a super artist, an MC, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of MCs. Let's keep it real. There are barely any MCs left in the game right now. Any at all. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's people that don't even like deserve to have a mic. That's out right now. You know? But you know, if it's what the people like and if they're making money, I can't hate on that per se, because you know what? They can feed their families, they can take care of themselves, and they can stay off the streets and they keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? So I can't hate on that. But then there's some people that are like, damn, how did this motherfucker get on? I spit my real shit. I work my ass off everyone else, and damn, I can't even get a look. I can't even get my fucking shit to like 1,000.
That go back to 15 minutes ago. Yeah, that go back to 15 minutes ago. Connection. It's the connection. It ain't you. It's the connection. You know, it's the gatekeepers. That's what it goes back to.
It's full connection. It's who you know. Like y'all said.
Yeah.
It's who you know.
Yeah.
You can have you can do the most viral shit ever, but if you don't have that right connection, that viral shit is gonna get viral.
You ain't got that right platform behind you. If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to stand out, you gotta surround yourself with that.
Yeah.
Right. Have a platform to back you. Yeah. A machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can build your own machine too. You can collaborate with others that can help you to get to that point. You don't do it all alone. You do put the hard work in to get noticed, and then they can help you. And then you build that empire there, and then you know what? Once you're everywhere, you're kind of like, I hate to use it as an analogy, but like COVID. You could be everywhere. You know, you spread that shit, and it's hard for them to deny you. You know what I'm saying? You there. You spread like wildfire. Once you spread like wildfire, you got people's attention, and they take it serious, just like COVID. You know, it started off here. COVID's matter of fact, COVID's a perfect example in this sense. But in the beginning, when COVID came out, people didn't really take it that seriously. It only started at one part of the world, right? Then it went to Europe. Then it went to the States. Then it went to like different counties. Then it get to cities. Then it took one case per state. Then it was 20. Then it was 30. Then it was affected traveling, then it affected restaurants, then it affected gyms, then it affected jobs, schools,
Or
people
churches.
dying, the churches, the communion. You can't have communion on third Sundays no more. No, none of that. All that shit shut down. And then until somebody is affected or somebody dies, is when you take that shit seriously.
Yeah.
It's sad that it takes that because I lost people to COVID during COVID. You know what I'm saying? I know people that lost people. I lost people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it affects everyone. So
I know a couple of people who got infected, but I don't know no one. Well, I've heard people that I know died from it, but like as far as like my close family, I only know a couple of my family members that got infected, but they didn't die.
Yeah, I had 4 people in my family that died in one day. So it was the hardest day of my life. I swear it was. 4 people that was in my family died in one day, and they called it COVID pneumonia. They called it COVID pneumonia when it was really only pneumonia, but they put the COVID on there to get paid.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
4 in one day. I don't know if how I take that. You strong, Queen. You strong.
It was hard because it was my aunt, uncle, and my 2 cousins. So on my very first side, like first cousin, first audit, like it was very, 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 very hard. But I'm strong. I'm very, very strong. Like right now, my mom's fighting cancer right now. You feel me? So I just do this so I can get my mind off everything. You feel me? But I appreciate you, like really coming on this show, showing people who you are as a person, as an individual. Let me gain a lot more enlightenment on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely shared your light, love. Like, real talk. You shared your light today.
I appreciate you and Swole. Sheena, like, we've been interacting the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Almost every day. We've been speaking. Almost every day, me and her been speaking. We've been staying connected. And certain people on the platform, on Clubhouse, you talk to them for one day, you don't hear them from them again. When you reach out, you know what I'm saying? They don't reach back out. Sheena's one of the few that actually like stays connected and keeps me informed, keeps me on my toes.
That's actually one of my policies on how I run my business. Once I make a connection with somebody, I try to build some type of relationship with them. Sheena will tell you how I am. I don't stop talking to
time. You don't ever call me or keep in contact.
Stay in contact. You got to do that. You can't get lost in.
I'm good at keeping social media contact with the phones and stuff. I be like, I don't even know why I even got a phone.
Don't get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you're right.
Don't get lost in the sauce because I got several people that like to call me, talk to me. I know a lot of people. Like, trust me, I know a lot of people. So, but the thing is, the thing is about that, you gotta do a process of elimination and narrow it down to people that's actually gonna be there. And you can rely on them to get work done with them. You can't get lost in the sauce. You
just mess with who mess with you, and that's that.
Right.
Like if you see, I seen Sally. He was always showing love. So okay, I show love back. Boom, boom, boom. So when you keep that thing in a verse and you keep it going and rotating, we're gonna continue to build a good bond. Yeah. Me and Marcus, solid. He's solid. Like, dude, solid. I was honored to get the job to come on the show, to be one of the panelists. Like, that was beautiful. Like, I worked hard. I worked hard for that position. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it didn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
It just our bond solid. You feel me? So
yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all about making relationships with people and keeping that solidarity
and being persistent. Like sometimes certain things you have to be persistent on. If you see like with me, like if I see potential in somebody that they don't see in themselves, I kind of pick at them a little bit until they start realizing, what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff on them because you believe in them.
Yeah. I pick at them. Yeah.
You already see potential that they don't see. You feel me? Like I never knew you like this until like you came on the show. Like, and I'm just like listening to everything, and I'm like, okay, I'm digging that.
Yeah. You'd be surprised, man. You put people in a certain position of what you can find out and how they react once you put them in a certain position, man. That's just the way it is, man. You get the right juices flowing, man. You talk different, you walk different, you move different, I know that from experience, But with that being said, we're gonna play one more Sell Beats tracks, man, / music video on the Cook Up podcast, man. We'll be right back in about 4 minutes.
Dirty. I know you go off that teleport. But leave that alone, man. We got a whole day ahead of you. Gotta talk about this life. 30, I'm grinding. Anything you can imagine at 30, man. Numbers, one time for 30. I can't worry about all that shit. Struggles at my mercy. All growing up, though. I'm gonna live for this one, though. I can get to 30. Cutting up the middleman. Leave the funds in my nightstand. Close my eyes, I'm a new man. As soon as I wake up, man, I think too much. Now I'm bigger and I'm better than I ever been. Up in there, rolling. Red light on, keep going. Take advantage of this moment. Lose the least, and now you're on me. Practice on that mattress. Stiff as a cactus. Watching the ass of an actress. King up that castle. Ain't no hassle, man. Not easy does it. Can't forget about the TP. No, that two-step dance hit me. Them glasses off, I hit it. It's crazy after drink. Serve me gladly. Bring more baddies. Send that addict. Come to my castle. And then lastly, bring that suitcase. Going to Miami. With them selfies, poncho. Fix out my guns at the Bing show. With your own number 10, that's a bro code. If you left on scene, then you do know. Elevate your game and then go pro. Do enough for the day and then stay low. New season 30 is a new show. Ain't gonna be the same, but you do grow. Until that drip, it's a new fold. Ice in the loophole. Me, what you say though? Wait for the signal. Bust through that door with the 3-3-0 people. Man, this what you live for. You who there goes to birdie. I'm grinding bad and early. There goes my strength in numbers. One time for 30. I came to light the matches. Your struggles at my mercy. I sacrifice my 20s so I can get to 30. You who there goes to birdie. I'm grinding bad and early. There goes my strength in numbers. One time for 30. I came to light the matches. Your struggles at my mercy. I sacrifice my 20s so I can get to 30. Go sell, now I'm back in action. Seatbelt on and it's tightly fastened. No meat Thursday, damn the fasten. Frosted flakes, fuck Carol Baskin. 14 shows that make shit bad shit. Crazy, wavy, tons of backflips. Fall on your head shit, that's what happens. Land on the beach, then it's back to laughing. Shades of gray, nah, not today. Not really in the mood for a rainy day. When the sun shines in, I'ma rain today. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and say, hey, how much of my age on my knees and pray? Hang 10 in the coastline, glide away. Can't swim, but when you do float for days. Killer whale, I'm scared, more fish than man. Cause you and I know, and everywhere that I go, I constantly get provoked. And that's no capping, no joke. So all I do is stay woke. Inhale the herbs that I smoke. I'm at the corner on post, cause they be doing the most. I make a left and turn right. Now it's an alternate vibe. I got my eyes open wide, I'm laser focused tonight. I see you posting the lies, my 30s breathing new life. What's on that wrist? I watch this pip, goddamn it. Look at the time, I'm 30. You who there goes to birdie. I'm grinding bad and early. There goes my strength in numbers. One time for 30. I came to light the matches. Your struggles at my mercy. I sacrifice my 20s so I can get to 30. You who there goes to birdie. I'm grinding bad and early. There goes my strength in numbers. One time for 30. I came to light the matches. Your struggles at my mercy. I sacrifice my 20s so I can get to 30.
30.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the 30s Club, Mr. Sell Beats.
Thank you, brother.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
All the teleport you can imagine.
Got that
But
right.
remember, you can't do too much of that shit because, when you turn 40, you gotta do your prostate and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Remember your birthday, nigga? Remember your birthday? You had 29 shots. You couldn't even make it to number 30.
Man.
You passed the fuck out.
I was just warming up, man.
Oh, we love you, Uncle Sal.
Thank
Dirty.
Uncle Sal.
Yes, sir. We back.
Yes,
I
sir.
see
Yes, sir.
you doing your thing on the music, man. Y'all had my doggone yeah. I had my noise cancellation setting on there. So when you do noise cancellation, gives it like a reverb type effect. So I switched it to. Did you hear me switch it at the last second?
Yeah. I think I heard that. Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. I had the doggone noise cancellation on there. You know, sometimes, like if you're doing, you interviewing somebody who using their phone and they don't have like a laptop, you put noise cancellation on there. But, it's like little it's like little secrets you got to know about doing podcasts. You know, like, but like if you play music, you got to turn all that stuff off, and it'll just come straight through the speakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's right.
What
that's
that
right.
was.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, the more I do it, the better I get, man. You know, especially, you know, producing my own shows, producing my own music. You know, getting my own guest on here. You know, it's definitely a process, man. Doing all this stuff, bro. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work. You know, you got to be determined. You can't get discouraged. You gotta just keep striving to be the best, man, and get yourself on the list of just being one of those people out there, bro, that know how to do this thing.
Okay.
You know.
Facts. Can't quit. You gotta keep going. You can't can't let anything, one roadblock stop you. You gotta kind of kick that. You gotta drive through that road. You know what I'm saying? Because the road's gonna be rocky. Sooner or later, it's gonna be smooth sailing. You know, towards the end. You gotta go through points to get what you want to go. It's not gonna be all peaches and cream, all gravy and smooth, and that all the time. So that applies to anything in life. If you want something, you gotta go get it, but you gotta understand that it's not gonna be as easy as you think or want it to be. We all would like that, but you know what? That's not how life is. Life is you gotta go through them haymakers, you gotta take some blows to the head, you gotta take some haymakers to the body, you gotta take some of those, you know. You gotta take that. You know, you get knocked down sometimes. You know what I mean? But then, if you're not KO'd, you still got to tip to the 10 count to get up and keep fighting until you knock that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Most definitely, man. But Cell Beatz, man, you know, it's been good having you on the show, man. I look forward to having you back on here again. And I will most definitely, man, pull up some better material for you on the next run. You know, each time I do an artist or do someone, you know what I'm saying, I always try to learn them. And hold on, let me get Sheena back on here. And I you know, I always make adjustments as I go with a lot of things that I do, man. So, you know, the Cook Up Podcast is always open to people like you, people like Sheena, and hundreds of other people that I've had in my you know, as you know, that influenced me and I influenced them. Artists, producers, photographers, filmmakers, everybody out there, man, that has had an opportunity for all of us to be in each other's presence, man. You know, always much appreciated, man. And I look forward, like I said, I look forward to having you back on the show pretty soon. Sheena, I appreciate you connecting us together, as always. Job well done. And,
thank you, Queen. Appreciate you. Rock that first, that red, that blue Dre up. It's all about the Dre
man.
up.
Yeah. Oh, quick question. I almost forgot. Where can they find your merch? If someone wanted to.
Yeah. So I got merch inventory. So my merch website is actually coming in 2 weeks. I've been working on it for the last 2 months. Through Shopify, but I do like inventory. It's upon request. So if they like a picture that I post on my Instagram, which most of my pics, I got my merch. I have a collection of them. Any color they want, they can DM me, and then I can get it for them ASAP. You know, I can get it. I can put the order for them. And what I do is I mail it out to them once I have it, and then we take it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, upon request, anyone want, they can get it, but they can do that until then. The merch website comes, which is in a couple of weeks. So that launch will be on, definitely.
That's what's up, man. And with that being said, this was the Cook Up with Marcus Swole Legend, man. With my special guest host, Sheena Ray, the model, man. We up out of here.
Yes.
Legend Beatz.
Cruising the streets, ayy, dripping in heat, ayy. I got respect like namaste, ayy. I'm partying like every day, cruising the streets, ayy, dripping in heat, ayy. I got respect like namaste, I'm partying like every day, been in the dark so long, even forgot what the light even